Delving deeper underground.
Oh yeah, I think I'm done.
Okay.
It was fun though. I built my house. Are you gonna keep recording for?
Probably. I'm looting some
Oh shit, cool. Oh,
like a abandoned surface mine shaft.
oh damn. Okay, you get into that.
So now it's just me. I think what my main plan is to A, right now, explore this mine shaft. B, I need to find I need to look up what the exact requirements are for Darkrai to spawn. And then just sit in that covered forest that I found ages ago, the one that's like back there, 600 meters away. Because Darkrai is one of the only dark legendaries that I know of that I can actually use. It would be quite useful to have a legendary Pokemon, considering I think everyone else can have multiple of them. So, Jesus, there's a lot of redstone and a leaf stone. And iron. Nice. Silicone, I don't actually know what the silicone's for. Take a bunch of stuff. I'm also just gonna have to look up what like all of these fucking like held items do, because there are a lot of them, and a lot of them are like new to me because I haven't actually played. Well, I guess Sun and Moon is the latest one I've played, but I've not got very far into that. But the like last Pokemon game I actually played in the series was Diamond and Pearl. So there's been a lot of stuff added since then, like the whole Mega Evolution thing. Don't really understand yet. I understand I need these like gem things to actually like Mega Evolve them. Because in Let's Go you get them for Charizard and stuff eventually. Like you just get given them when you get late enough in the game, and I've got those ones, but that is about it. Pretty much all I know about the Mega Evolutions. There's more of the mineshaft over there. This is really cool, this mineshaft that's just separated by this river. There's just sections of it on either side of it, and it's just collapsed into this river. It's kind of cool. A lot of rock Pokemon around here. To be honest, I also just need to spend some time looking up more dark Pokemon. They are the main thing that I need. Well, they're the main thing I can use, so knowing more about them and which ones are good and which ones aren't is helpful. Also, just in general, which ones are better. Like I showed earlier the golden statues that I have are sort of like a team template as to where I want to go with things. I don't want to get the Dark Dragon just because dragons are really good in general. I don't want to get Darkrai for the same reason. Having a Dark Steel is also quite effective, and I've got Sandile, well, the evolved form of Sandile. I don't actually know what it's called. I've nicknamed it Crunch. It's easier for me to just keep referring to him as that. But that's my Dark Ground type, which kind of, again, is one of those types that are just generally good against pretty much everything. Haha, little Gibble. Love those guys. But yeah, the Ground's a good type to have in general, so glad I got one of those. Also, I wanted to get, like I was hunting for earlier, a grass type, and I've already got a water type in Kavana, but I need to evolve it. I would throw it out against something like the Zubat, but it keeps flying into walls and killing itself. So, and also the Zubat is now like way higher than it was, so then I have to switch back out to like Pawniard and send this boy out to actually fight. And it's actually been a while since I've recorded for so long I forgot stuff I've actually covered when I was doing it in doing it with Mogs, but nice. The Scorpions I have back at base, along with I guess Grimer now as well, because I do actually quite like Grimer, but I also really like that Giant Scorpion. I think I might be able to ride on the Giant Scorpion too. but that's one of the poison types I have, because I'm trying to get one of each type, and then I can always switch it out dependent on the gyms we fight, because of the plan to fight one of each gym that the game actually does spawn, which it doesn't spawn all the types, but... Okay. I just tabbed out to check what that noise was. Apparently, I was in a call by myself for 5 minutes, which I was aware of, but thanks, Discord. That's real nice of you to just ping in the middle of me recording something. Yeah. I need to get, well, I don't need to, but I'm planning to try and get one of each type just so I can cover as much ground as possible when it comes to doing all the gyms, because then if I come up against a water type gym, then I have more things that are effective against it, such as ground. Not ground, they're technically like ground and rock are effective. Did I say water? I meant, yeah, water. What I meant was the grass type, which was what the cactus was for, and then also anything that isn't ground or rock. Possibly an electric type. I don't actually know if you get dark electric. I think that's one of the only types you can't get a dark of. Dark's one of those things that there are pretty much one of every type attached to it. Like you can get grass and flying and dragon and steel and water and everything, but I don't think you can get... I think electric's one of the things you can't get. And then dark fairy as well. I'm pretty sure you can't get that. I really need to change my team up because Branch is really low on health. Yeah, let's put Pawniard out in front, just so if I get attacked by anything, I have a Pokemon that's actually capable of fighting. I'm gonna need to head back at some point soon. I am pretty much out of Pokemon. Although I'm just exploring this abandoned mineshaft to try and explore it to the full extent, because the minecarts down here have a chance of spawning fossil Pokemon. And that's pretty much the easiest way to get a hold of it. Other than that, you have to mine around the top of these like gravel deposits. And the actual fossil Pokemon that spawn on top of these are incredibly rare, so there's just a chance there won't be any. Whereas these minecarts seem to consistently spawn fossils. So, good place for those two. I think the only dark fossil might be Aerodactyl, possibly. I think the majority of them are rock, which means the majority of them Tom can use, but not the rest of us. I don't think there's any, like, electric ones or ghost ones, to my knowledge. Wow, I just went full circle and ended up back where I came in. Nice. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of useful stuff here. Well, there's some cool stuff, but nothing. No fossils this time. But yeah, every one of those we've been in since we started has had at least one fossil in it. Just happened to find the one that doesn't have a fossil in it. What is this place? Another covered forest? If so, there's a lot of these around here. Well, roofed forest, I think. Fine, I think this technically counts. But yeah, I need to be in a roofed forest during like a certain setting of the moon or something. Like it has to be in the 3rd stage or 4th. Basically means I just have to sit in a forest for a few days Minecraft time, and eventually one should spawn. And then I just have to be able to catch it, which is probably not going to happen when I've got really low health Pokemon. And Pokemon keep diving in front of me like this retard. I don't really want that rotten flesh it gave me over. There's also a chance Darkrai just won't spawn in this one. He'll spawn in a different roofed forest that's just in my vicinity, which is kind of irritating. So hopefully this one will actually be better, because this one is sort of quite isolated. Unlike that first one, well, it seems isolated. Unlike the first one we went into, which was quite large. I think the other dark type legendary I can get is something like Arceus, and then give him the spooky plate or whatever that makes him into a dark type. But damn, no, this actually goes on kind of far, doesn't it? It's separated by bits of grassland. That's irritating because it could spawn in this one or that one, and that one looks like it's a lot bigger than this kind of like tiny little forest on the edge of this mesa. There's also swamp right here as well. This is like the perfect place for me because everything dark type spawns either there, or here. Like, it's just dark type heaven right now. Sort of skunk over there. Sure, I'll go catch the skunk. I should probably keep things like brain, the quick balls for if Darkrai does spawn, because obviously he's the legendary, so it's gonna be a lot harder to catch than a regular one. Hopefully this doesn't kill him. Very good to put some on roll low though. Pokeball. I don't know what the fast ball does. One of those like weird ones that is just kind of situational. Like Dusk Ball's probably be quite good for me too, just because I fight a lot of stuff at night, because that's when most of the dark types are around. Which I think we don't have the apricorn trees for those yet back at base. Although it probably wouldn't be difficult for me to just put down some green, like, apricorn trees. Wait, am I close to the swamp to the base? Oh damn, like, there. Oh, okay. This roofed forest is, yeah, it ain't small, is it? There's also a Poke Center right there. Although I think it... No, actually that is, I think, a lot closer. Yeah, I might have to backtrack back to that one and heal up there. This is a beautiful place. There's swamp, savanna, and this roofed forest thing all here at once. I guess this is a beautiful place for me to, like, come to catch Pokemon. So I have already got my full team. Well, I've got a full team already. I'm basically just waiting for everyone else to catch theirs. I think Megan is pretty close. I don't know how many Kyle's caught. I know Tom has a full team already, but I'm not sure how happy he is with that team. Like, I don't know if he wants to catch other stuff. Like, I'm still trying to catch other things.